Once, in a lush forest near a serene lake, there lived a tortoise who was friends with two geese. The tortoise was a chatty creature, always eager to share his thoughts, while the geese were wise and cautious. The three enjoyed each other's company, spending their days by the water, where the geese would swim and the tortoise would bask on the shore. One year, a terrible drought struck the land. The lake began to dry up, and the animals faced the threat of starvation. The geese, with their ability to fly, decided to seek out a new home, a distant lake they had heard of, brimming with water and food. They told the tortoise of their plan, but he grew sorrowful, knowing he couldn't travel such a distance with his slow, lumbering pace. "Don't leave me behind," the tortoise pleaded. "You're my dearest friends. I'll perish here without water." The geese, moved by his words, devised a clever solution. They found a sturdy stick and explained their plan. "We'll each hold one end of this stick in our beaks and fly to the new lake. You, tortoise, must clamp your mouth tightly around the middle of the stick and hold on. We'll carry you through the air to safety." The tortoise hesitated, unsure about being carried so high above the ground, but he trusted his friends. "I'll do it," he said, "but I'm warning you, I love to talk." "Then you must promise to keep silent," the geese warned. "If you open your mouth, you'll fall. Your life depends on it." The tortoise nodded solemnly, and the plan was set. The geese gripped the ends of the stick, the tortoise clamped his jaws around the center, and with a powerful flap of their wings, they took off into the sky. At first, everything went smoothly. The geese soared higher and higher, the tortoise dangling between them, his shell swaying gently in the wind. From his lofty perch, he marveled at the world below, the shrinking lake, the treetops, and the villages of humans dotting the landscape. For a while, he managed to keep his mouth shut, though the urge to comment on the view bubbled inside him. As they flew over a village, the people below looked up in astonishment. Children pointed and shouted, "Look! 2 geese are carrying a tortoise through the air. What a strange sight!" The villagers laughed and clapped, amazed by the unusual spectacle. The tortoise heard their voices and felt a surge of pride. "They are talking about me," he thought. "I'm famous. I should say something clever to impress them." Forgetting the geese's warning, he opened his mouth to call out, "Yes, it's me, the great tortoise, flying with my friends." The moment he spoke, his grip on the stick slipped. Down he plummeted, tumbling through the air as the geese cried out in dismay. He crashed to the ground with a loud thud, landing in the village square. The impact shattered his shell into pieces, and though he survived in some versions, in others, his fate was grim. The geese, heartbroken, flew on to the lake, mourning the loss of their talkative friend. The moral lesson. The story's lesson is clear. Silence can be a virtue, and pride or impulsiveness can lead to ruin. The tortoise's inability to control his urge to speak, despite the clear instructions from the geese, brought about his downfall. In the Buddhist context, it also reflects the value of mindfulness and discipline, qualities essential for spiritual growth.